Good afternoon, everyone. So let us see what we discussed in the last class. What was the last topic, Ma? What was the last class topic? We completed ribosomes, and then we completed nucleoid, and then I think I stated that I will be starting the topic called as a. Okay, okay, Rakesh. Okay, very good. I think I started. I wanted to say I started the topic. Okay, plasmids, Ma. Plasmids topic. First of all, tell me clearly that my voice is audible or not. First of all, tell me clearly my voice is audible or not. And some of you people might be having doubts that, sir, you stated that you will be starting classes from the good notes. The thing is that if I start taking the class from the good notes, I will be not able to record this class now. ఒకవేళ దాంట్లోకి వెళ్ళి క్లాస్ చేసుకుంటే okay, Akshita, I will come to you, ma. I will come to you. If I take the class from that app, then I will be not able to record the class and I will be not able to upload the class. So just wait for 1 or 2 days. I will be start taking classes from the laptop only, ma. Laptop, I will be having some sort of extra features that would be good for me. That would be good for you also. And that akkada నేను ఏదో రికార్డ్ చేయొచ్చు ప్లస్ మిగతా advanced features ఉంటాయి. So that would be good for you people also. So as of now, I'll be taking the class in this Zoom app only. And Akshita, what is the doubt now? Cell wall topic. Akshita, ask me what is the doubt now. And ask the doubt in everyone section, man. Now don't message me directly. Everyone section will message Jayama so that everyone can see the doubt. Da Salime Akshita. Message that to everyone so that everyone can see the doubt, Akshita. Message the doubt. So before she asks me the doubt, let us see the classmates. Write down the definition directly. Before the Akshita asks the doubt, write down the definition directly. Write down the definition directly. You already know regarding some information regarding the plasmids, etc., etc. So just write down the definition. The small extra chromosomal, this small extra chromosomal DNA, this small extra chromosomal DNA present inside the cells. Small extra chromosomal DNA present inside the cells. Present inside the cells. Extra chromosomal DNA present inside the cells. Is called as plasmids. Is called as plasmids. Smaller extra chromosomal DNA present inside the cell. It's called as dash dash etc etc. Here you have to underline this word extra thing. Extra thing you have to underline actually because it is extra in nature. It is an extra in nature and there is a small definition only, ma'am. There is a small definition. There is nothing to. There is nothing extra to learn about this plasmids topic, etc., etc. Let me tell you. Let me come and explain you one more point. Or let me ask you one simple question: is that every bacteria on the earth do they contain plasmids? Is it a permanent thing or a temporary thing? ప్రతి ఒక్క ప్లాస్మిడ్లో ప్రతి ఒక్క బ్యాక్టీరియాలో ప్లాస్మిడ్ ఉండాలి అనే ఏమైనా రూల్ ఉందా? ఇఫ్ ద ఉండాలి అని రూల్ ఉంటే జస్ట్ రిప్లై మీ విత్ ద ఎస్ or else it is not a permanent thing, sir. It is an optional thing. Some of them clearly given correct answer. It is an okay. Coming to the point, here they are optional, ma. Here I, here they are option. And again, let me clarify you that this plasmids topic I have clearly explained you in first year syllabus only. There only I have mentioned you that whether this is optional or the permanent one. So plasmids are actually optional in nature. Even the plasmids ఉన్నాయో, what are the plasmids are they are optional in nature. Means they may or may not present, may or may not present inside the bacteria. Present inside the bacteria, inside the cell, may or may not present inside the cell. If present ankoni, if they are present, if they are present, if present may, then what will happen to the bacteria or the cell? It will give certain advantages. It will give certain advantages. Now, very very simple. We are in the topic called as plasmids. What are plasmids? Means they are small extra chromosomal DNA present inside the cell. There is a small definition, and the definition you can mug it up from any textbook. Either textbook locally, you can mug it up clearly. You can mug it up very clearly from the any sort of textbook. So that is not a big problem here. Coming to the, wait a second. Okay, where we are optional in nature, they are whatever the plasmids evathunio, they are optional in nature. They may or may not be present inside the cell. If they are present inside the cell, they give certain advantages to the bacteria. They give advantages to the bacteria. But if the what are the plasmids are there, they are present and not giving any advantages. If they are present but not giving any advantages, not giving any advantages, then that bacteria is called as, sorry, that plasmid is called as a cryptic plasmid. Now you have to remember this thing, cryptic plasmid. Let me explain you again very simple thing. First of all, plasmids are what? Plasmids are extra chromosomal DNA, etc., etc. That is a simple definition. Coming to the second thing, plasmids ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, plasmids जो भी है ना, वो optional in nature है. That is, they might be present inside a bacteria or they might not be present inside the bacteria. वो bacteria के अंदर रह सकते या नहीं रह सकते. If they are not present in the bacteria, there is not going to any loss to the bacteria. Okay, లేకపోయినా కూడా bacteria కి ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఒకవేళ ఉంది అనుకోండి, it might be giving what? It might be giving advantages to the bacteria. But in certain cases, what is happening is that plasmids are present inside the bacteria, but they are not giving any advantages at all. Even they are present inside the bacteria, they are not giving any advantages. And such type of plasmids are called as what? Try to remember, try to understand, try to mug it up, etc., etc. That is called as cryptic plasmids now. Okay, the plasmids are present only. The plasmids are present inside the bacteria and still not giving any advantages at all. Then that type of plasmids are called as a cryptic plasmids. That is a second pointer. And coming to your third pointer, there is an another term is that another term associated that is called as a episome. So plasmids, whatever they are actually, go and see your first pointer. Go and see your first point again. First point kelli చూస్తున్నప్పుడు whatever the plasmids are there, they write on one term, free comma small అని రాయండి. ప్లాస్మిడ్స్ దగ్గర స్టార్ట్ పెట్టిన ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఏదైతే ఉన్నారో అక్కడ ఫ్రీ అనేది ఒక టర్మ్ రాయండి. సో ప్లాస్మిడ్స్ ఆర్ యాక్చువల్లీ వాట్ వెరీ ఫ్రీ ఇన్ నేచర్. దే ట్రై టు రోమ్ వన్ సైడ్ టు ద అదర్ సైడ్ త్రో ద ఎంటైర్ సైటోప్లాజం. సైటోప్లాజంలో ఒక జాగా నుంచి ఇంకొక జాగాకి ఫ్రీగా మూవ్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. that is a term, that associated thing is called as a plasmids. But what is happening here is that in the third point వచ్చేసరికి what is happening is that whatever these plasmids are there, plasmids ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, they are forming association. They are forming association with the nucleoid. Very simple. What are episomes? What are episome or episomes means ఏవైతే plasmids ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో which are actually forming association with the nucleoid, which are in contact with the nucleoid తోటి attach అయ్యి function ఏవైతే చేస్తాయో, in that cases we should not call them as a plasmids, we have to call with another name called as a episomes. Very very simple thing. Plasmids which are free in nature, they would be definitely called as plasmids only. Plasmids ఏవైతే ఫ్రీగా రోమ్ అవుతున్నాయో ఒక జాగా నుంచి ఇంకొక జాగాలకి, then that should be normally called as the plasmids only. But if the plasmids are forming any association with the nucleoid, that's why nucleoid and endo. Yesterday's class only we have discussed the extra chromosomal, pro chromosomal, naked DNA. Uh, we discussed other names for the nucleoid also. So if the plasmids are forming any association with the nucleoid, then that plasmid should not be called as plasmids. It should be called with another name called as what? It is called as episomes. Try to understand here. These things can be asked in your NEET perfectly. Me NEET exam, these type of terms can be asked very very easily. You have to understand. We have to star mark పెట్టుకోండి. Episomes की star mark పెట్టుకోండి. Cryptic plasmids की star mark పెట్టుకోండి. And plasmid యొక్క definition, that is an optional one. You may keep the definition మీరు ఎక్కడైనా చూసుకోవచ్చు మీ టెక్స్ట్ బుక్లో గల ఎక్సెట్రా. So you have to understand what is meant by cryptic plasmid, you have to understand what is meant by episomes, etc. So these are the plasmids topic. Coming to your next pointer, plasmids are highly useful in genetic engineering. So let me clarify one thing again. The first pointer, second pointer, third pointer are the introduction. I mean, those are the points associated with the bacteria only. But whatever the plasmids are there, how they are useful to the human beings. Human beings ki ఏ విధంగా యూజ్ అవుతుందో అన్నది ఏదైతే ఉందో, that is explained in the fourth pointer. Fourth point is totally new pointer. I mean plasmids, the way they are useful for the human beings, how they are useful for the human beings means that is in the form of the genetic engineering. Genetic engineering lo they are playing a huge role. They are playing a huge role in the genetic engineering. And for your information, this how they are highly useful in the genetic engineering లో ఏ విధంగా యూస్ఫుల్ అవుతుందో అన్నది ఏదైతే టాపిక్ ఉందో, we have to discuss that thing in your molecular biology. There's a separate chapter, entire new chapter for this thing. Fourth point ki plasmids ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, how they are useful, etc. That too in the I mean, in the fourth unit you are going to learn about the genetic engineering, and you are going to learn about how the plasmids are useful in the genetic engineering, etc. So these are the certain introduction points regarding the plasmids. So now up to your what you have to do means you have to write down all these points, etc. And if you are having any doubts, you can ask me now. First of all, write down all these points. ఏవైతే స్క్రీన్ మీద కనబడుతున్నాయో కొంచెం క్లియర్గా రాసుకోండి. ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఇస్ ద డెఫినేషన్, సెకండ్ వన్ ఇస్ ద ఆప్షనల్ ఇన్ నేచర్, దెన్ మే ఆర్ మే నాట్ ప్రజెంట్ ఇన్సైడ్ ద సెల్. ఇఫ్ దే ఆర్ ప్రజెంట్, మే మీన్స్ హియర్ ప్రజెంట్. ఇక్కడ మే అంటే ఏంటంటే ప్రజెంట్ అని. వాట్ ఎవర్ దిస్ మే ఈస్ దేర్, దట్ ఈస్ మీన్స్ ప్రజెంట్. ఇఫ్ దే ఆర్ ప్రజెంట్, it gives advantages to the bacteria. If they are not present, then they will not give any advantages. And that type of sorry again, if they are present, they give advantages to the bacteria. If they are present and not giving any advantages, then that type of plasmids are called as what? Cryptic plasmids. Present undi kuda okala advantages ఇవ్వడం లేదు అనుకోండి, then that type of plasmids is called as the cryptic plasmids. And what is the next term? The next term is the episomes. EPISOMES. I think this thing is asked in your MCET also. MCET lo kuda episomes ante endani adigino. What are episomes means? Episomes are the plasmids which are forming association with the nucleoid toti if they are having any contact, then that type of plasmids are called as what? Episomes. Fourth point is important, highly useful in the genetic engineering, how they are useful in the genetic engineering, etc. We will be seeing in a fourth chapter, molecular biology. We will discussing. We'll be discussing up to here. If you have completed the notes, and if you are not having any doubts, just write down clear. Up to here, if you have completed the notes, writing part complete IE, and if you are not having any doubts, ఇక్కడ సర్టెన్ టైమ్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. క్రిప్టిక్ ప్లాస్మిడ్ గుర్తుంచుకోండి, ఎపిజోమ్స్ గుర్తుంచుకోండి. ఎవ్రీ వన్ Cryptic plasmids. Cryptic spelling CRYPTIC. Plasmid. Episomes EPISOMES. So write down the next heading. Write down the next heading. Types of plasmids. Types of plasmids. So before discussing this topic of types of plasmids topic discuss చేసే ముందు Akshita asked me a doubt that what was the doubt again? Akshita asked a doubt that gram negative bacteria has two layers. So we can say directly bacteria is a gram negative or without staining process. Amma, let me ask you that. Let me tell you one simple thing that whatever the bacteria are there, the size ranges from micrometers. Ma. Very good answer. Dhanesh given the correct answer. Dhanesh has already given the correct answer. Micrometers ma. Our eyes are able to see up to the centimeters. Um, or our eyes can able to see up to macrometers ma. Centimeters daga చూడొచ్చు, macrometers daga చూడొచ్చు, but our eyes are not able to see the micrometers చూసే అంత micrometers దాకా చూసే అంత capacity our eyes doesn't have any that much thing. So that's why under microscope, okay ma, she is asking she is saying me that amma under microscope, let me ask you, let me tell you that whatever these microscopes are there, they are having certain capacities to, they are able to watch up to certain capacities only ma. See, if this is a bacteria, if this is the bacteria, and the size of this bacteria ranges around, understand, 4 micrometers. This is the bacteria, the size of that thing might be 4 micrometers అనుకోండి బ్యాక్టీరియా యొక్క సైజ్. దెన్ ద సైజ్ ఆఫ్ ద బ్యాక్టీరియానే 4 మైక్రోమీటర్స్ ఉందనుకోండి, దెన్ సెల్ వాల్ యొక్క సైజ్ ఎంత ఉంటుందో అర్థం చేసుకోండి. అండర్స్టాండ్ హౌ మచ్ ద సైజ్ మైట్ బి ఆఫ్ ద సెల్ వాల్. This up to this is the 4 micrometers. Then the cell wall యొక్క size ఎంత ఉంటుందో అర్థం చేసుకోండి. It might be in the range of nanometers. It might be in the range of nanometers అమ్మ. Nanometers అంటే ఎంతనో అర్థం చేసుకోండి. And to see the nanometer sized cell wall ని చూడాలంటే you need to take the help of a microscope called as electron microscope. అండ్ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్లో మీకు ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పిన ఎలక్ట్రాన్ మైక్రోస్కోప్ ఎంత కాస్ట్లీ ఉంటాయో ఎలక్ట్రాన్ మైక్రోస్కోప్స్. సో యూ ఆర్ ఏ స్టూడెంట్ అండ్ యూ వాంట్ టు నో వెదర్ ఎ బ్యాక్టీరియా ఇస్ ఏ పాజిటివ్ ఆర్ నెగిటివ్ బ్యాక్టీరియా. సో యూ విల్ బై ఏ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ మైక్రోస్కోప్. కేస్ ఏ, యూ విల్ బై ఏ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ మైక్రోస్కోప్, or case B, you will buy a 100 rupees kit where you can where it will be having that ఆల్కలైన్ సొల్యూషన్. కిట్లో ఆల్కలైన్ సొల్యూషన్ ఉంటుంది, ఆల్కహాల్ అయితే మీకు ఎక్కడంటే అక్కడ దొరుకుతుంది. యూ విల్ బి గెటింగ్ ద వాటర్ ఎక్సెట్రా ఎక్సెట్రా. దిస్ ద కేస్ బి. అండ్ కేస్ ఏ దగ్గరనేమో ఎలక్ట్రాన్ మైక్రోస్కోప్ కొని యూ వాంట్ టు నో వెదర్ ద బ్యాక్టీరియా. ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ద ఎలక్ట్రాన్ మైక్రోస్కోప్, దెన్ యూ కెన్ క్లియర్లీ సీ 2 layers ఉన్నాయా, 1 layer ఉందా, ఎక్సెట్రా క్లియర్లీ సీ. దెన్ యూ కెన్ టెల్ దిస్ ఇస్ ద గ్రామ్ నెగిటివ్ బ్యాక్టీరియా. But in the case of the case B, you have to only spend how much amount of money? You have to spend only 100 rupees. 100 rupees spend cheskoni, then you will be able to tell. And that to see, in the case A, you will be able to tell only of the one bacteria only. But in the case B, you can tell the entire colony కావచ్చు, ఎంటైర్ గ్రూప్ కూడా కావచ్చు. ఎంటైర్ గ్రూప్ తోటి యూ కెన్ టెల్ దట్ వెదర్ ఏ బ్యాక్టీరియా ఇస్ ఎ గ్రామ్ పాజిటివ్ ఆర్ గ్రామ్ నెగిటివ్. సో విచ్ వన్ యూ విల్ ప్రిఫర్? ఏ కేస్ని ప్రిఫర్ చేస్తారా, బి కేస్ని ప్రిఫర్ చేస్తారా? అక్షిత అయితే ఏ కేస్ అనుకుంటాం. అక్షిత, విచ్ కేస్ యూ విల్ ప్రిఫర్ మా? యూ విల్ ప్రిఫర్ ఏ కేస్ ఆర్ యూ విల్ ప్రిఫర్ బి కేస్? ఐ హోప్ ఇట్ ఈస్ క్లియర్ నౌ. రిమైనింగ్ ఎవ్రీవన్, విచ్ వన్ యూ విల్ ప్రిఫర్? ఏ కేస్ ప్రిఫర్ చేస్తారా, బి కేస్ ప్రిఫర్ చేస్తారా? ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ద కాంపౌండ్ మైక్రోస్కోప్, కాలేజ్లో ఉన్న కాంపౌండ్ మైక్రోస్కోప్ ఉన్నా కూడా యూ విల్ బి నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు సీ ద సెల్ పర్ఫెక్ట్లీ మా. సెల్ని కూడా చూడలేరు. యూ విల్ బి ఏబుల్ టు సీ నార్మల్ సైజ్ ఓన్లీ. కాలేజ్లో ఉన్న మైక్రోస్కోప్ తోటి కూడా యూ విల్ బి నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు సీ. సో ఐ హోప్ దిస్ డౌట్ ఈస్ క్లారిఫైడ్. 100 rupees కిట్ తీసుకొని ఆల్కలిన్ సొల్యూషన్ ఎక్సెట్రా చూస్తే యూ విల్ బి ఏబుల్ టు నో ద ఎంటైర్ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ బ్యాక్టీరియాస్ వెదర్ దే ఆర్ పాజిటివ్ ఆర్ గ్రామ్ నెగిటివ్. If you want to electron microscope తీయాలనుకుంటే it might cost around 50 lakhs etc. పైసలు ఉంటే కొనుక్కోండి. I hope the doubt is clarified. Now coming to our topic, types of plasmids. Started a topic, plasmids completed. So coming to this topic, plasmids are what are the types of plasmids are? Plasmids ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, there are many type of plasmids are there now. Many types of plasmids are there. Some of them are natural, some of them are artificial, that is synthesized in laboratories. Plasmids ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, there are many types of plasmids are there. Uh, and most of them are natural in nature. They are naturally available inside the bacteria, and some of the plasmids are created artificially created. ఎందుకు ఆర్టిఫిషియల్గా క్రియేట్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం వచ్చింది? గివ్ ది ఆన్సర్స్. ఆర్టిఫిషియల్గా ప్లాస్మిడ్స్ని క్రియేట్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం ఎందుకు వచ్చింది? వాట్ ఈస్ ద నెసెసిటీ ఆఫ్ క్రియేటింగ్ ద ప్లాస్మిడ్స్ ఇన్ అన్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ వే? అమ్మ, ఐ వాంట్ టు ఆస్క్ యూ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ కంటిన్యూస్లీ సో దట్ ఐ వాంట్ టు కన్ఫర్మ్ దట్ యూ పీపుల్ ఆర్ లిజనింగ్ ద క్లాస్. లేకపోతే ఫోన్ పక్కకు పెట్టేసి very good answer. Akshita, very good answer. Pujita, wrong answer. Just now we have discussed the answer mo. ఇంతకు ముందు స్లైడ్లోనే we have discussed the answer. I will be showing the previous slide. Just now we discussed the point. Akshita said the correct answer. Just now we discussed the answer. Rakesh, మరీ అంత డీప్గా వాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. Just see the points here. Monica, wrong answer. See, natural ki artificial ki difference ఏందో మీకు తెలుసు already. Dhanesh, wrong answer. You already know the natural. Natural means which is available easily inside a bacteria. Artificial means you will creating that plasmid inside a laboratory. Laboratoryలో తయారు చేసినదాన్ని ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ అంటారు. సో ద క్వశ్చన్ హియర్ అరైజెస్ దట్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద నెసెసిటీ ఆఫ్ క్రియేటింగ్ ఎన్ plasmid artificially inside a laboratory? Why? Akshita already said the answer. Amma, very look cheppakam Akshita. Don't try to message to the other people. Prachi, very good answer. Amma, Prachi, I say type of questions, mujhe message karo ma. Just try to message me instead of saying it is everyone. Cheppandi meeta wala. Prachi already said the answer. Chart lo chusi cheppandi. Very simple. See your fourth point. I'm rounding up with the yellow color marker. Genetic engineering. Genetic engineering కోసం plasmids are created artificially. Coming back to our topic, types of plasmids. Many types of plasmids are there. Some of them are natural and some of them are artificial. And this natural and artificial we are going to discuss deeply in your fourth unit again. Fourth unit lo we will be discussing the natural and artificial plasmids. But in this case we have to discuss only 3 plasmids. Yesterday I have given some introduction also. In this case types of plasmids lo ఒక 3 plasmids గురించి మాత్రం we have to discuss. First one is called as a F plasmida. Second one is called as R plasmida, and third one is called as Cole plasmida. హెడ్డింగ్ రాసి 3 రాయండి. F plasmid పక్కకు F బ్రాకెట్లో రాయండి. Fertility plasmida. Here R stands for resistance. COL stands for carcinogenic. How many types of plasmids are there? 3 types of plasmids are there. 3 types of plasmids are there. The first one is called as F plasmida. The second one is called as R plasmid. Third one is called as a Cole plasmida. Cole stands for carcinogenic. COLCINOGENIC. Carcinogenic. Called as a carcinogenic plasmid. Now write down the heading F plasmid. F plasmid and heading betani. Write down the heading F plasmida. Write down the heading F plasmida. Write down the definition. They are plasmids. They are plasmids which contain. They are plasmids which contain which contain genes which contain genes. జీన్స్ అంటే జేఈ ఆ జీన్స్ రాశారు అది రాంగ్. జీన్స్ మీన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ డౌన్ దిస్ వన్. జీన్స్ which contain genes which contain genes for conjugation or fertility. They are plasmid which contain genes for conjugation or fertility. Continuation. 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 Therefore, F plasmida. Therefore, F plasmida. F plasmida. Therefore, F plasmida. Therefore, F plasmid is also called as a fertility factor. Therefore, F plasmida is also called as a fertility factor. Therefore, F plasmid is also called as a fertility factor. Therefore, F plasmid is also called as a fertility factor. So, what you are written so far means they are the plasmid which contain genes for conjugation or fertility. Here, the term conjugation, underlining with the black pen. Conjugation means a sort of sexual reproduction. Sort of sexual reproduction, which we are going to discuss in upcoming classes. Conjugation ante in the etc. We will be discussing the upcoming classes sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction, who is playing an important role means that is the F plasmid is playing an important role. So as they are taking part in the conjugation, F plasmids are also called as what? F factors. They are also called as F factors. Write down the next point. This one is important point in the F plasmid only. This point is important point, and you have to tell me some answers also. F plasmid. F next pointer. F plasmid is responsible. F plasmid is responsible. F plasmid is responsible for the production of F plasmid is responsible for the production of pili or pilus. F plasmid is responsible for the production of pili or pilus. F plasmid is responsible for the production of pili or pilus. Here comes one question, one beautiful question. If F plasmid is responsible for the production of pili or pilus, then these F plasmids are present in what type of bacteria? A type of bacteria slow you will be able to see F plasmids. Very good answer, very good answer Prachi. Very good answer Pujita. Very good answer Pujita. Prachi and Pujita has given me the answers. Question, I will be repeating the question again. Danesh, wrong answer. If F plasmid is responsible for the production of pili or pilus, then in which type of bacteria we will be expecting the presence of F plasmids? A type of bacteria so F plasmids doktai. I will be giving two options: gram negative. Very good answer Rakesh. Gram negative or gram positive bacteria. Gram negative or gram positive bacteria lo doktai. A type of bacteria doktai. Two options are gram negative or gram positive. Gram negative or gram positive. Very good answer Danesh. Now you are giving the correct answer. That is remaining 10 people, only 4 people given the correct answer. ग्राम नेगेटिव में सादिया आप नहीं सुन रहे, क्लास नहीं सुन रहे, काम कर रहे होंगे घर में. यू हैव टू लिसन टू द क्लास में. You have to listen to the class. There is a gram negative. Why gram negative means during that class of the differences between the పైలీ అండ్ ఫింబ్రియే గుర్తుందా? పైలీ అండ్ ఫింబ్రియాలో పైలీ అండ్ ఫింబ్రియే టాపిక్లో we came to understand that pili is only produced in gram negative only. Gram negative bacteria lo matrame you will be producing pili. Fimbria nemo gram negative and gram positive, both of them you can clearly see. If the pili is producing in the gram negative, then the plasmid F plasmid will only present in what? Gram negative bacteria only. Gram negative bacteria lo matrame you will be able to see the what type of plasmid? F plasmid. So if a question comes like this, does a gram positive bacteria possess a F plasmida? Does the gram positive bacteria possess a F plasmid? The answer is yes or no. Ante the answer is very simple. No. Gram positive bacteria lo F plasmid undane undadu because gram positive never develops pili. As it never develops pili. Pili is developed by who? Pili is developed by only by the gram negative bacteria. And a gram negative bacteria ne pili produce cheyadaniki karanam enduku ante because that gram negative bacteria contains what type of plasmida? F plasmid. I hope it clears everything. Again, one last point here. In this case, write down that point. Last point. The bacteria which possess F plasmida. The bacteria which possess a F plasmida. The bacteria which possess F plasmida. The bacteria which possess F plasmida. F plasmid is called as a F plus cell. The bacteria which possess a F plasmida is called as F plus cell. Continuation lo, the bacteria which doesn't possess F plasmid is called as what? ఏదైతే బ్యాక్టీరియాలో ఎఫ్ ప్లాస్మిడ్ ఉంటుందో దాన్ని ఎఫ్ ప్లస్ సెల్ అని అంటారు. ఏదైతే బ్యాక్టీరియాలో వెరీ గుడ్ రాకేష్, వెరీ గుడ్ అక్షిత. ఏదైతే బ్యాక్టీరియాలో వాట్ ఆర్ ద బ్యాక్టీరియా, వెరీ గుడ్ ప్రాచి, which doesn't possess F plasmid, it is called as F minus cell. F minus. Among you people, again I'm giving you the warning. You have to remember all these points because in your upcoming topic is sexual reproduction topic of bacteria. Sexual reproduction topic undi. In that sexual reproduction topic lo all these points will be repeated. These are the basic points. ఏవైతే డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నామో ఇవన్నీ బేసిక్ పాయింట్స్. Where we are going to see all these points means in the sexual reproduction of bacteria. Sexual reproduction of bacteria lo points and repeat అయితే కాబట్టి people have to remember all this one. That's it. F plasmid is completed. F stands for fertility. These plasmids are responsible for the sexual reproduction or the conjugation in the bacteria, etc. We completed and what is this? F plasmids are also called as, if the bacteria is having F plasmid, then F plasmid is also called as what? F factors. And this F plasmid is responsible for the production of third point, pili or pilus. And that pili or pilus is present means F plasmids are only present in the gram negative bacteria. Conclusion point, that one third point. And fourth point, ఏవైతే bacteria లో F plasmids ఉంటాయో they are called as a F plus cell. And what are the bacteria which doesn't possess F plasmid, they are called as a F minus cell. That's it. Write down, I'm giving you like one minute to write down these 4 points regarding the F plasmid. F plasmid రాసుకోవడానికి 4 points ఇస్తున్న, జల్ది 1 minute time ఇస్తున్న, జల్ది రాసుకోండి. If it is completed, message me, reply me with the C. Only C and message చేయండి. If you are completed writing C, okay, Rakesh completed. 1 minute is the time ఇస్తున్న, time is 1:31, 1:32. And again, not only C, completed and కాదు, if you are having any doubts regarding the F plasmid, you can ask me. And again, one more thing, if you are having any doubts, you are having my number, you can message me in the WhatsApp also. If you are having any doubts, if you are going your topic again and again, and if you are coming any doubts, you can ask me in the WhatsApp also. 1:31. I will continue 1:32. Okay, ma. That's it. Write on the new heading, R plasmid. Write on the new heading, second type, are write down the definition. Write down the definition. The plasmids, the plasmids which gives resistance. The plasmids which give resistance. Spelling is on the screen. Resistance. The plasmids which give resistance, which gives resistance against against which gives resistance against the common antibiotics. Common antibiotics. Common antibiotics such as streptomycin, streptomycin, tetracycline, etc. The plasmids which give resistance against the common antibiotics such as biotics, BIOTICS biotics such as streptomycin, 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 tetracycline, etc. So very simple. Let me tell you what is happening here is that so case A and case B. Case A is a case A. There is a bacteria is there in the case A. Uh, that bacteria contains plasmids. That bacteria contains plasmids, and that plasmid is called as a F plasmid. And in the case B, there is another bacteria is there, and that bacteria also contains plasmids. In this case, this plasmid is called as the R plasmid. In this case is called as a R plasmid. Case A, case B, two bacteria are there. Case A is having its bacteria, case B is also bacteria. In the case A bacteria, a bacteria, that bacteria contains plasmids, and what type of plasmids they are containing means F plasmids. F means you already know that F stands for the fertility or the conjugation, etc., etc. Whereas in the case of the case B, the bacteria containing the type of plasmids called as the R plasmids. Here R stands for the resistance. So now what you have to do means what we are going to do is that in the case A we are adding antibiotics. You already know what is meant by antibiotics. Similarly, medicines. Case B also we are adding antibiotics. మీ లాంగ్వేజ్ చెప్పాలంటే యాంటీబయాటిక్స్ అంటే ఏంటంటే దట్ ఈస్ మెడిసిన్స్. So now tell me which bacteria will be living and which bacteria will be dying. Again let me tell you antibiotics. What are antibiotics means? Antibiotics are the medicines, they are the drugs that we take whenever we people are suffering from sort of diseases. ఏవైతే డిసీజెస్ తోటి మనం ఎప్పుడైతే సఫర్ అవుతున్నామో బ్యాక్టీరియల్ డిసీజ్ తోటి ఎప్పుడైతే సఫర్ అవుతామో ఇన్ దట్ కేసెస్ వీ విల్ ట్రై టు టేక్ ద యాంటీబయోటిక్స్ అండ్ you call them as antibiotics more. So what are the answers you people are saying? Sorry. B is living, B will live, A will die, B is living and A will die, B is living, A will die, B will. Okay, my very good answers, everyone. Very, very good answers. Why A will be dying? Why B will be living? Because B is having what? B is having a resistance plasmid. What this resistance plasmid means will do means it will it will it will produce an extra layer. It will produce an extra layer on the bacteria. This is an assumption only, ma'am. This is an assumption only. Exactly ఈ విధంగా అవ్వాలని రూల్ లేదు. టు మేక్ యూ పీపుల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఏ విధంగా ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తుందని మీకు అండర్స్టాండ్ చేయడానికి ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ యూ వాట్ ది ఆర్ ప్లాస్మిడ్ విల్ డూ మీన్స్ ఇట్ విల్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అన్ ఎక్స్ట్రా లేయర్. ఒక లేయర్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేయొచ్చు, రెండు లేయర్లు ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేయొచ్చు, మూడు లేయర్లు ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేయొచ్చు, ఎన్నైనా లేయర్స్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేయొచ్చు. దిస్ ఇస్ అన్ అజంప్షన్ ఓన్లీ, నాట్ ట్రూ. సో నౌ టెల్ మీ for an antibiotic in the B case, to break down this one layer, and it has to break down the second layer, and it has to break down the third layer, and again it has to break down cell wall, and then it has to enter inside the bacteria, then it has to destroy, etc., etc. It will take heavy amount of time. It will be taking heavy amount of time, and to do the to for the antibiotic to enter inside, to do all the thing, it may take like a 10 days to 20 days. These days are again an assumption. It might be taking 1 week or etc., etc. So it is having heavy amount of time, heavy amount of, shortly to say, they are having heavy amount of lifespan. B bacteria is having heavy amount of the lifespan. Go and see the A case. Does the A case is having any extra layers? No. అందులో ఉంది ఏంది, ఎఫ్ ప్లాస్మిడ్ ఉంది, అండ్ ఎఫ్ ప్లాస్మిడ్ ఇస్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఇస్ ఓన్లీ, యస్ నో, ఇస్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ ద ప్రొటెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ద పైలీ ఓన్లీ. యాంటీబయోటిక్ ఏదైతే ఉందో పైలీని డిస్ట్రాయ్ చేయాల్సి లోపలికి రావాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. దే కెన్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ఎంటర్ ఫ్రమ్ ఎనీవేర్ బికాస్ దే ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఓన్లీ వన్ లేయర్ ఓన్లీ. దే కెన్ ఎంటర్ అండ్ దే కెన్ డిస్ట్రాయ్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ ఏ కేస్ బ్యాక్టీరియా. This is how the R plasmids are giving resistance to the bacteria. అర్థమైంది ఏవైతే బ్యాక్టీరియాస్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో, bacteria, what are the bacteria are there, if they are having R plasmids inside them, it is really tough for the antibiotics to kill them. That is your R plasmids, and I hope it is very clear with this respective diagram. Shortcut గా డయాగ్రామ్ దించుకున్నాము, షార్ట్కట్ గా డయాగ్రామ్ దించుకోండి, డీప్గా పోయి దించుకోవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. షార్ట్కట్గా డయాగ్రామ్ దించుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేయండి. షార్ట్కట్గా డయాగ్రామ్స్ ఎంచుకోవడానికి ఫర్ యువర్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ ఓన్లీ, మీకు అండర్స్టాండింగ్ అయ్యే డయాగ్రామ్స్ ఎంచుకోండి. నా డయాగ్రామ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అవే ఫాలో అవ్వాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. జస్ట్ ద డెఫినేషన్ ఇస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. దే ఆర్ గివింగ్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ అగేన్స్ట్ ద కామన్ యాంటీబయోటిక్స్ ఎక్సెట్రా ఎక్సెట్రా. ద డెఫినేషన్ ఇస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. అండ్ డయాగ్రామ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో మీకు అండర్స్టాండింగ్ అయ్యేటట్టు దించుకోండి. ఫ్యూచర్లో ఒకసారి డయాగ్రామ్ చూసుకుంటే మీకు ఈజీగా రివిజన్ కావడానికి. ఓకే మా, వెరీ గుడ్ పూజిత. Pujita is really following clearly. Okay, ma, coming to the last one, which we will be ending this class also. The last one is what again? Col plasmids. Stands for what? Carcinogenic. Carcinogenic plasmida. So what will happen in this case is that there's a bacteria, and that bacteria is having inside them col plasmids. So whenever this bacteria col plasmid ఏదైతే ఉందో containing bacteria, whenever it enters into the human beings loci, or not only human beings or any animals also, what they will do means this col plasmid ఏదైతే ఉందో, what they will do means they will produce toxins inside the human beings. And what type of toxins means, there are two names for these toxins, that is colicins, or there are two names are there, bacteriocins. Colicins, spelling I'm writing again here with the red color, colicins or bacteriocins. What are these means? These are actually toxins. Toxins అంటే తెలుసు కదా మీకు ఆల్రెడీ. I assume that you people already know what is meant by toxins. Toxin in your zoologyలో not okay, poison okay, Rakesh, ఎక్కడంటే జూలాజీలో where means snakes topic అయిందమ్మా జూలాజీలో. I think in the zoology you might have completed snakes topic. Snakes topic lo there will come across, second year undo first year undo I don't know. There will come across two terms, that is differences between the venom and poison. Venom and poison or something either question up to where I know. There you will come to know the full definition of the toxins. Toxins are the category, I mean it might come under the category of poison, or it might come under the category of venom, whatever it might be. So let us understand, for our simple sake, let us understand toxins means a poison అనుకోండి. So what was happening here? Poison యూజ్ చేయకుండా, పాయిజన్ అంటే మరీ డీప్గా అవుతుంది. పాయిజన్ అంటే మరీ డీప్గా వెళ్తుంది. Some people given me some correct answers. What are those answers means? chemical substance, okay, take it as a chemical substance. Don't go it for the poison and mari pokoni poison and mari deep meaning aitadi. Toxin, just consider it as a, some sort of chemical, bad chemical substances. Understand it as a bad chemical substances, bad chemical substances. So very simple, very simple. There is a bacteria. The bacteria is containing what type of plasmids inside them? They are containing call plasmids, and whenever they are entering into our human beings, whenever ఎప్పుడైతే బాడీలోకి ఎంటర్ అవుతాయో, these call plasmids, what they will do means they will produce toxins. What are those toxins? They are names are given to those toxins. One is called as colicin, not one or types and ledu. There are alternative names of colicins, and the other name for the colicin is a bacteriocins. So what they will do means when they are present inside your stomach, na, they will cause pain. Best example, beautiful example is a food poisoning, ma. Perfect example is a food poisoning, and most of the people have experienced the food poisoning. Most of the people here have experienced the food poisoning. Food poisoning experience అయ్యే ఉంటారు మీరు. And mostly these type of active plasmids, what are this type of bacteria are there, they can be found out in the those పానీపూరి వాళ్ళస్, పానీపూరి వాళ్ళు ఆర్ ఎస్ బయట ఏవైతే అమ్ముతారు చూడండి, స్ట్రీట్ ఫుడ్స్లో ఏవైతే అమ్ముతారో, మోస్ట్లీ వాళ్ళ చేతి ఒకవేళ వాళ్ళ హ్యాండ్స్ వాష్ చేసుకోకుండా ఒకవేళ ఫుడ్ అనేది ఏదైతుందో 2 to 3 days నుంచి అదే విధంగా ఉంచిందనుకోండి, this type of bacteria can be found out very easily. And whenever we consume that type of bacteria, that bacteria will produce toxins, and those toxins what they will do means they will cause different type of pains in our body. Simply to say, food poisoning, that is response, that type of things are called as a cold plasmids. So that's it, ma. If you're having any doubts, types of plasmids, and further many more plasmids to know, some of them artificial plasmids will be discussing in the fourth unit. Up to this bacteria unit daka matram, these three plasmids are enough. These three type of plasmids are enough for up to this bacteria topic. Further more bacteria plasmid topics we'll be discussing in the fourth unit. So 1:44 is the time. I'm giving you 1 minute time. I'm giving you 1 minute time. Just write down these points. The diagram చెత్త చెదరం దించాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. Just write down that carcinogenic plasmids produces toxins and రాయండి. Akshita asking me, Amma, these are national plasmids only, ma. These three are national Amma, you should not even get that doubt, ma. I'm showing you the diagrams only. They are present inside the bacteria. They are present inside the bacteria and chupistunna kabatti they will be national plasmids only. Called plasmids or రాయండి. They produce toxins called as colicins or bacteriocins. Colicins or bacteriocins which are lethal. And enough. That would be enough. Lethal, which are lethal. That would be enough. రాసిన తర్వాత if you are having any doubts plasmids topic లో, if you are having any doubts you can ask me. Tomorrow I will try to complete 2 topics. One is flagellation topic ఒకటి ఉంది, ఇంకోటేమో న్యూట్రిషన్ ఆఫ్ బ్యాక్టీరియా టాపిక్ ఉంది. Tomorrow I will try to complete those 2 topics. And day after tomorrow, reproduction of bacteria. What is today? Today is Wednesday now. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, by Friday or most probably Saturday I will complete the bacteria unit, and from Monday onwards I will start the virus topic. Virus topic ఒక 4-5 days లో అయిపోయిన తర్వాత then after that I will try to start first unit అన్న స్టార్ట్ పెడతా. ఫిజియాలజీ అమ్మ ఇప్పుడైతే ఆప్షన్ ఉంటే ప్రాబ్లం లేదు, but when I will teach the first unit or the third unit or fourth unit now, then you should definitely present, but try to inform all of your friends. And again classes will be recorded as usually and will be uploaded. యూట్యూబ్లో ఆదిత్య జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ ఆదిలాబాద్ ఉంటుంది, దాంట్లో చూసుకున్నాము వాట్ ఎవర్ ద క్లాసెస్ ఆర్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ నౌ. మై ఎస్పెషల్లీ మైన్ ఆదిత్య జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ ఆదిలాబాద్ ఉంటుంది. జస్ట్ ట్రై టు చెక్ దేర్, యూ విల్ బి గెటింగ్ దిస్ క్లాసెస్. సో ఎనీ డౌట్స్ ఎనీవన్? ఇఫ్ నో డౌట్స్ తెలుసుకొని ఏమైనా రిప్లై అయ్యాను సిఎన్ లింక్ రిప్లై అయ్యాను. If you're having doubts, you can. If you're not having any doubts right now, if you are getting any doubts later, you can message me in the WhatsApp. Just message me in the WhatsApp. I will try to discuss that doubt tomorrow class. Doubt either further though, just message me doubt in the class. I'll try to rectify those doubts in tomorrow's class. That's it, ma. Have a nice day, everyone. తినండి తిని మంచిగా పడుకోండి అందరు.